our presentation. Alright, how many of you guys owned at least one pair of Nikes? Alright, how many of you owned 3 or more pairs of Nikes in your life? Alright, and that's why Nike is the #1 sports company in the world, and they've generated over $25.3 billion. Alright, in the 1970s to 1980s, Nike used a lot more text, and the text described the product. But from like the 21st century and a little before, the Nike used like famous athletes to promote their products, like LeBron, Michael Jordan, Kobe, Kevin Durant, and like Tiger Woods.
This is Philip Knight. He is one of the co-founders of Nike. He started Nike in 1966. Driven sports, but in 1971, with the advice from his friend Jeff Johnson, he changed the name of the brand to Nike, which is named after the Greek winged goddess of victory. Nike's logo, which is now considered one of the most powerful logos in the world, was created by Caroline Davidson in 1971 also. Today, Philip Knight is the 43rd richest man in the world.
Alright, the other co-founder was Bill Bowerman. He was the coach of Oregon track, which has won 24 individual NCAA titles, and they're nicknamed the Trackmen of Oregon. Bill Bowerman first started like experimenting with Nike shoes with the Oregon athletes. Bowerman has also coached 31 Olympic athletes in the early stages of Nike, which was Blue Ribbon Sports. He was the designer of many of their shoes.
Alright, this is the print ad in the 1970s. As you can see, they used a simple picture. They had a lot of text, but it was very small. The text explains how the shoe is going back to how it used to be with original styles, and made to look like it's 30 years old but new and fresh. The slogan here, which is rebrand, is further explaining how the shoe is going back to the past.
Alright, now the 1970s decade. Fashion in the 1970s was more casual and like laid back, so just like a t-shirt and like jeans was normal and fancy enough. And this worked very well with Nikes because they aren't that fashionable of a shoe, and it just went good with the outfit. Alright, this is a Michael Jordan ad in the 1980s. It shows Jordan jumping really high and defying Sir Isaac Newton's laws of gravity, which is why Jordan is winning 1-0. And the picture is black and white because it's just trying to get you to focus on the image, and there's very little text trying to get you to look at it as an athlete. And they use Michael Jordan because he's the most famous basketball player of all time, so people want to play like Jordan, so they'll buy his shoes. There's very little text in the ad, just the picture, and Michael Jordan's famous athlete.
This is the 1980s decade. Ads in the 1980s included many games like Pac-Man and the famous Rubik's Cube was invented, and also sports was a very big part in the 1980s. These two basketball players, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, they like to say they're like NBA because at the time in the late 1970s, basketball was becoming very unpopular. But then these two came into the league, and it started to become popular again, because of their styles of play. So Congress, they took notice of that, and they started advertising the Bear shoe and the Magic shoe, and Nike took aware of this and started advertising a new athlete, and he's Michael Jordan. Some other famous athletes during the 1980s were Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Mike Tyson, and Bo Jackson.
Alright, these are the Michael Jordan shoes, also known as the Air Jordans. And this is Nike's first shoe deal with a famous basketball player. And if they didn't make this deal, Nike would not be anywhere near where they are today. And this is the first time they started using this, which has led to many other shoe deals that have made the company grow a lot. This is the video advertisement in the 2013.
Listen, if you can run a mile, run a race. You know what? Run a marathon. Outrun a movie star. If you can ride a bike, ride that thing. Ride a bull. Ride a tougher bull. Let's watch this. What kind of bull is that? If you can move your hips, if you can dance, move your legs, move your feet, move the ball. Is that PK? Score the goal. Yeah, that is PK. You like to fight? Well, pick on someone your own size. Pick on someone twice your size. Pick on him. That's not good. Oh, lesson learned. If you can play table tennis, serve like that. Beat the champ. Beat her mentor. Come on, you got this. Beat Serena. If you can beat your friend one-on-one, beat him. Steal it. Take it. Sorry, girls. Now, take your talents to the streets. Beat the street court legend. Let's go. Beat that guy. Hold on. We've been waiting for this. That was nice. Good luck with that.
The video analysis. In the video, there's very little text. The only text that shows up throughout the whole video is the very ending. It just flashes up with their famous slogan, "Just do it." And this video shows how you start at the beginning, but if you use Nike, you can have the possibility to level through all the stages, and eventually you might get the chance to play at the professional level. With people like LeBron, PK, and Serena Williams, and the use of regular people and famous athletes are using this to show that typical people can have possibilities, just like the pros, if they use Nike.
Alright, this is the 21st century. This is Nike's headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon. This is when Nike really started to use famous athletes to promote their products. Alright, this is Kevin Durant. He is one of the best basketball players in the NBA. This offseason, he signed a $300 million deal with Nike. All people wish they could play basketball like Kevin Durant, so they want to buy his shoes. So this is why they have these famous shoes called KD.
Alright, and another big athlete that they use is Kobe Bryant. He's arguably one of the best basketball players of all time. And in 2003, he signed a deal with Nike for 5 years and $40 million. And this is during the time of his rape allegations, which showed that even if the athletes are showing it in times of adversity, Nike will stick with them and stay with them. And his famous shoes are called the Kobe's. LeBron James, another famous athlete that they're responsible with. And he's arguably the best basketball player in the league right now. He's very big in the basketball world, so even when he was in high school, he had two big shoe companies with Adidas and Nike battling over him. And Nike won the battle. When he was only 18 years old, he signed with them. He was for $96 million when he was still in high school. And he's one of the most famous people in the U.S. as well, so it's a big sponsor. And his shoes are called the LeBrons.
Some other athletes. This is Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods was a sign for golf, and he completely set off Nike Golf. When they signed him, he was considered to be the best athlete in the world at the time. People wanted to use his equipment to play like Tiger Woods. Another famous athlete that is sponsored by Nike is Cristiano Ronaldo. He is for advertising soccer, and he is one of the best soccer players in the world. Also, Nike, soccer is one of the most popular sports in the world. To the far right is Roger Federer. He is used to advertise tennis for Nike. He like also Tiger Woods. He set up Nike tennis with also two other Nike sponsored tennis players, Rafael Nadal and Serena Williams.
And the Oregon Ducks are directly sponsored by Nike because they live very close to, well, they're located very close to each other in the state of Oregon. And Nike